If you see your man, don't ask me no questions because I'm not answering them. He was like, can you eat my butt? Y'all, I'm literally dragging Ed by his hair, like just bop, bop, like push me off this boy bed. His car was there, but he was not there. My heart started beating real fast. I'm like, I didn't even stop the car. I boom, smacked him. I drove straight into him.
Better watch a nigga cause he might end up missing. You could talk about me, but it's gonna make me richer. What else? Tell him bring the bottles, I'ma need some more.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Naya, and I'm back with another video. I'm back with another story time. Today I'm gonna tell y'all about the time I found out that my boyfriend was gay. Yes, you heard me right. Yes, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be juicy. So before I start this story time, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure y'all turn on y'all bell notifications so y'all notified every time I post a video. Let me get right into the story, y'all. Okay, so me and this guy, we were dating for about 3-4 months before we actually got together. Fast forward, when we actually did get together, we was together for about a whole 2 years. Let me tell y'all what happened in the midst of those 2 years or whatever, right? We knew everything about each other. We did everything together. We was always together. It was just always us, literally. He had friends that like boys, but everybody knew this particular boy, and they were all the boys was cool with him because he was like, you know, he was like a cool gay dude. Like, he was cool. So all of them was friends with him or whatever. And one day, y'all, mind you, we was living together at this point. We was living in the same house, me and my boyfriend. Let's call my boyfriend Ed. Okay, so me and Ed was living together or whatever. One day, Ed was gone. He was at work, and I get a message from somebody on Facebook, and they was like, girl, did you see this? And I was like, what is this? So I opened it. I opened a little link or whatever. And y'all, I opened the link, and it's a thread. It's like a flipogram of boys' pictures. So I'm like, what is this? So first I watched the video, and literally the whole flipogram was like different dudes. It was just pictures of dudes. That's it. But I seen a picture of my dude like in the middle of the video. And the video was like 20 minutes long. It had to been like, I'd say about 50 boys in the picture. I mean, in the video. It was posted from a fake account on Facebook for one, and it was basically like, these are the DL men in Pine Bluff. If you see your men, don't ask me no questions because I'm not answering them. That's what it said. This was posted like literally like 20 minutes ago. So I instantly called him, and I'm like, what's this about? Because he never gave signs of being DL or nothing. And he was like, oh, I already know what that is. It had to be from we're gonna call the gay friend. We're gonna call the gay friend DL. DL, literally. He was like, yeah, that had to be DL doing that because he was mad because I didn't tell him happy birthday and whoop whoop whoop. And I'm like, why you didn't tell him happy birthday, and why would he be mad that you didn't? He was like, man, that's my dog. We talk a lot, you know, like not on no gay stuff or nothing, but we just like cool. Like, that's my homeboy. So I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't say nothing because a lot of the dudes was, you know, cool with him or whatever. So I thought he was a cool gay dude. So fast forward, we ended up meeting this dude. I'm gonna call him 50. So we ended up meeting this dude in the city, and he was selling like weed infused gummies and desserts and all type of stuff, right? So we ended up purchasing from him and supporting his business a lot. So he ended up liking us. Like, we kept coming to buy stuff to the point where he was like, every time we would come, he would just throw us more stuff, more than we paid for. Then it started going to the point where he would text us and tell us, hey, I just made some weed infused slushies, come try them. Or he was like, I made some weed infused wings and some fries, y'all can come try them before I start selling them. It started getting to the point where he was like, you know, like trying to be friends with us. Like, he was trying to befriend us and stuff, right? But mind y'all, all the interactions was through my boyfriend. I never text 50 and asked him about nothing, just because, like, you know, it was all coming from him. But let me tell y'all something about 50. 50 always said that he was not gay, he was not DL, he didn't like men. But 50 definitely looked like he liked men. Like, he was a little sassy. I'm not gonna say sassy, he was just a little feminine. He dressed feminine, he talked feminine. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird to me, but I didn't never say nothing about it. Like, it was just cool because we always went over there together anyway. It was always like, you know, you and I come try these wings, you and I come try this drink, woo woo woo. Then we ended up sitting over there talking to him for a long time, talking about business and starting, you know, content creating. We was doing a lot of stuff. We was talking about a lot of stuff, right? Months went by. I'm thinking everything good, you know, February coming up, Valentine's Day coming up. I've been a good girlfriend. I haven't been, you know, we haven't been arguing, you know, whatever. And the Valentine's Day came up, right? He ended up coming to the house like midday. So I thought we really wasn't gonna do nothing but sit in the house and watch TV, like watch movies and stuff. Like, it was Valentine's Day, but it wasn't like, you know, we had already had a Valentine's Day the year before that, and it was a good one. So it was like, I wasn't expecting like a big Valentine's Day. I was expecting at least a bear and a card, right? So that's what he gave me when we went to the house. He gave me a bear and a card. So he gave me a dress. He was like, you put this on, you know, do your hair, whatever. We was finna go. So it's still like early. It's like not, it's still daytime. So I'm like, well, maybe he's finna take me out. We finna do some, you know, romantic and all this and all that, right? Did my hair, put my heels on, smelling good, looking good. We get in the car and we on the street. And I'm like, this street look familiar. Y'all would not believe what this man took me. Y'all, why we pull up in the driveway and I'm just looking and I'm like, this is unusual. Y'all, he pulled up in 50 driveway. So I'm like, maybe we finna get some. Maybe, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Maybe he finna get some strawberries or something, right? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so boom, we get out the car. We go in the house or whatever, and he wasn't weird, but he was more so talking to Ed than me. And not even like that, because I wasn't a social person back then. Like, I didn't talk a lot. This day I end up not jumping into conversations like that because it was Valentine's Day and I'm thinking we finna do something, go somewhere, whatever. We sitting there at 50 hours. So not saying that was a bad thing or nothing, but it was just kind of like, you know, this is supposed to be about us. This is supposed to be a us day. And y'all sitting over here talking about content for about a good hour. So I'm like, okay. I'm gonna just be nice. I'm gonna be cool. It's Valentine's Day. Boom. When Ed met me, I was one of them girls that used to put up real hair in a ponytail. I didn't get braids and wigs and sew-ins and stuff. I used to wear my hair in a ponytail. I didn't get my lashes and eyebrows and stuff done. Like, I didn't care about my appearance for real back then when he met me. So we had mentioned before to 50 one night that, yeah, now you're not photogenic, she'll take pictures, I help her dress and woo. And, you know, like stuff like that. He had mentioned it to him one night. So when we went over there for Valentine's Day or whatever, right? Why he like, I need to learn how to dress and I really want to take pictures with what I got on, but I don't think it looked right. So of course, he know I ain't got nothing to say about none of this because I don't dress myself at this point. This was back then. But I'm like, you know, he know I can't be in this conversation for real. So I'm feeling like, you know, he targeting Ed. He trying to talk to Ed. So Ed like, yeah, I'll help you take your pictures. I'll show you how to dress. I'll teach you woo. So I'm watching him. Like, he get up and he say, well, you can take my pictures now. So I'm like, I'm looking and I'm just, mind y'all, I'm just sitting in the kitchen, like at the table, watching him. Like, I'm watching Ed take 50 pictures. And it's like they talking. He telling him how to pose. He telling him how to move, what to do. They talking, conversating while they taking the pictures. You know, everything that he do with me. So in my head, I'm looking like, this is kind of like too much chemistry for me. Like, this is too much. Mind y'all, it's Valentine's Day. So I'm like, yeah, it's getting dark. It's time for us to go. I'm like, you ain't got no Valentine? He was like, oh yeah, my girl worked today. She get off at such and such time. And I'm like, okay. All right, cool. Well, you just get ready for your girl to get off work. We finna go and yeah. So I ended it. Like, I'm like, let's go. So when we got in the car, he was like, are you good? I'm like, yeah. It was just like, you know, I'm just sitting there at the table. We didn't eat. We didn't drink. Like, everything we didn't fuse. So like, come on now. I'm ready to lay down for one. And he was like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I just came over here to, I had to conversate with him so we can keep, being on his good side. If we be nice to him, he'll, give us stuff, basically. Cool. So I'm like, all right, bet. He was like, matter of fact, I got a surprise for you. So, y'all, he pulls up to the hotel room. Like, it was a, like, massive, big hotel room. Big teddy bear, decorated, everything decorated, balloons, candles. He had a ring for me, a promise ring. It was just all real, just so freaking nice. Like, he had food there waiting on us. It was hot. It was just like a lot. It was a lot. That happened, and we had like a real good night. Like, it was a good night. But y'all, I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. He was like, can you eat my butt? And I was like, can I what? He was like, never mind. And mind you, we like real like intoxicated and like all type of stuff, like a lot. So when he said it, it kind of caught me off guard. And he was like, never mind. And I was like, no, what you say? Like, what you just asked me? And he was like, no, you gonna think I'm weird. And I was like, you just asked me, can I eat your butt? And he was like, yeah. And so, mind y'all, we was real comfortable with each other. We was like we was together for a long time. And like, I knew everything about him. He knew everything about me. I thought this was about to be my boyfriend forever. Like, I thought we was like, I thought that was it for me. I thought that was the one, that was my man. So, y'all take what y'all want with that information, right? Boom. Y'all take what y'all want from that. Fast forward. Boom, 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 boom. So, right after that, y'all, that's when everything started getting bad. Like, that's when everything started going downhill. We started getting into it about everything. We started getting into it about little stuff. It was just bad. So we ended up getting into it so bad to the point where we started going live about each other on Instagram. It was bad. So one time I had got on live and I was like, yeah, and he gay and he like men and he did this and he did that. But I was making up stuff, y'all. I literally, like, I was just making up stuff to make people think he was gay. I was telling people he was a scammer. I was telling people a lot of stuff. Like, I was just saying stuff, right? So boom, but I get a phone call for 50. Mind y'all, I never talked to 50, like me and him just one-on-one. He ain't never called my phone or nothing. Like, it was always through Ed. So when 50 called me, I got 50 number. I just never talked to him like that. So when I answered the phone, I'm like, hello? And he like, sis, like, what is you got going on? And I'm like, nothing, 50. Like, you see what it is? He was on my live. Like, you see what it is? So 50 was like, how you know he gay for real? Like, how you know? And at the time, I'm so delusional. I'm telling this man, yeah. He asked me, can I eat it on Valentine's Day? And woo. And he was like, what? Like, just like, egging it on, y'all. He was like, but for real, you think he is for real? And I was like, yeah, I'm lying because I'm just mad. So I'm like, yeah, I know he'll do something with a dude and I'm not slow. After that, y'all, I ended up getting off the phone with 50 after I told him the whole nine while we was into it and everything. 50 knew everything. I ain't heard from 50 for a long time after that. Like, after that, everything was like dead silent because I didn't talk to him or Ed. I didn't talk to 50 or Ed because I was like, there's more, 50 was more Ed friend than mine. So y'all, months go by, we ended up getting back cordial. Me and Ed got back cool. So around this time, we were trying to build a friendship back or whatever. So we weren't living together, but we was like staying at each other's houses again, like every now and then. But y'all, one night he had called me and I missed his call because I was asleep. So I'm assuming, he calling me to come over because that's what he normally used to do. He used to call me to either come over or he was gonna come over there. But he didn't answer when I called him back. So I'm like, he probably didn't answer because he was asleep. I'm gonna just go knock on the door. Like, I'm just go over there, right? Or whatever, right? So y'all, why come I'm on my way to his house. It's not even that late, mind you. So I'm like, maybe he did fall asleep. He probably got high and went to sleep. So I'm pulling up I'm bored. I ain't doing nothing. Not even thinking he cheating or nothing, y'all. Like, not even thinking he talking to nobody or nothing. Why I done pulled up at this man's house and I get outside and it's a car in his driveway running. Like a red girl car. Like a girl car. So I'm looking at it like, am I like tripping? Maybe this one of his homeboys or something. But like, if that's the case, why he didn't answer the phone? So y'all, I kid you not. I sat there for a little second and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just keep calling him and see if he answers. I'm calling, I don't get no answer, calling and calling and calling. So eventually I see Ed get out the passenger seat of the red car. And he don't see me, he don't see me park looking at him. So he get out the car, he goes in the house and he go lock the door, come back outside. And that's when he seen me. Y'all, when I say I got out the car mad, and I was like, you know what? I got back in the car and I drove behind the red car and I parked and blocked the red car in. So I'm like, I get out the car and it's tint on all the windows. Like I can't see nobody in the car. So I'm over there talking to him and I'm like, why you ain't answering the phone? This why you not answering the phone? You could just answer the phone and tell me you had somebody over here. I wanna came over here. Woo doo doo woo. And he like, man, now y'all don't wanna hear that, bro. Like it wasn't even that serious. Like woo doo woo. And I was like, who you think? Like, y'all, I'm not lying. Then whoever was in the red car, they started trying to bag back, trying to get out the driveway, but they couldn't because my car was right there. They literally was about to be like, gonna have to either hit my car or they was gonna have to go on the other driveway. They was gonna have to drive across the grass, go on the other driveway and bag out. That's the only way they would go get out. So I'm just sitting there arguing with him, and his daddy girlfriend came at the house and was like basically like trying to fight me, like leave him alone, let him go, woo doo doo woo. So I just passed that on the daddy girlfriend and everything, y'all. So now I'm arguing with Ed's dad's girlfriend. She come out there yelling at me, talking about get out they property, get out their yard and woo doo doo woo. So y'all, I'm literally dragging Ed by his hair, like I'm dragging Ed, still just bop, 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 just crashing all the way out, y'all, like crashing out. So after I got done arguing with Ed, like after all that was going on with Ed started like grabbing me and trying to get me to get in the car and all that. And mind you, I'm heated, like my adrenaline rushing. I'm just like mad, like I'm mad. So why I done jumped on top of this boy back? He tried to grab me, and I literally, when he tried to grab me this way, he tried to grab me from behind. Why I done ducked down. I done ducked down under his arm, turned around, got behind him, and jumped on this man's back, like climbed up on his back. Y'all, I done got up on this man's back, and she came, boom. That's when his daddy girlfriend came over there, boom, knocked me down. So mind y'all, this whole time this going on, the red car was trying to get out. So that's when whoever was in the red car figured out like, okay, I'm just gonna have to drive across this grass. I'm gonna have to pull out in the other driveway because this girl is crazy and she's not gonna leave. So mind you, she come over there, boom, she knocked me out, like pushed me off this boy bed. Y'all, when I say I was so angry, like I ended up getting up. I don't even know how I did this. I got up, jumped on top of, like flew, like I was flying. I got up and flew, jumped smack on top of. Y'all, I was banned from his daddy house for like 2 years. Like I could never go back over there for 2 years, literally. It was like a big thing. Like we was fighting. So mind y'all, this was my second time seeing her. So she didn't know me like that, but she knew of me though. So the stuff that she did know she didn't like, so she already like had a vendetta against me anyway, right? I'm assuming somebody called the police because I heard police sirens, and then I jumped in the car and I left. I called him, he answered and he was like, man bro, what you do all that for? And I'm like, who was in the car? Like who was in the car? Who was in the car? And he was like, man, that wasn't nobody, that was my homeboy, you tripping. I'm like, but you didn't answer the phone, so it couldn't have been no homeboy, like it couldn't have been no friendly. He was like, man, that wasn't nobody but 50. So I'm like, either he lying or he gay. Because why is 50 coming to get you in somebody else's car so I wouldn't notice the car? And why you didn't drive your own car? Like, or you was going with a girl for the same reason you were cheating and you didn't want your car over there. But instead of saying you was going with a girl, you made it seem like you was going with 50. Cause y'all really is just cool and y'all just friends, right? About a month or two later, we ended up getting back cool. We was back in the same house. Like, we was back good. We was back good. One day, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my hair retwisted around 5. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we ended up taking a whole nap, going to sleep or whatever. And he a heavy sleeper. Like, he could sleep through a whole earthquake, literally. But me, on the other hand, I'm the opposite. I hear everything. I'm a light sleeper. So his phone started ringing about like 5:30. We had overslept or whatever. So I mind y'all, I got this boy passwords to everything. Like, I got the passwords to all his social medias, his phone, everything. So I hear his phone going off. Like, somebody done called about 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, dang. When I seen the time, I'm like, okay, well, clearly this was his hairstylist because it's 5:30. She probably calling to see if he coming, like, if he good and stuff. So I'm trying to unlock the phone so I can, you know, call the stylist back, thinking it's the stylist calling or whatever, and I can't get in the phone. So y'all, I'm looking crazy because I can't get in the phone. The password not working, and I'm like, he didn't have the same password the whole 2 years. And mind you, I don't go through his phone and stuff, like go through his messages and all that. So it wasn't like a oh, he changed it because he thought I was gonna go through it or something. Like, it wasn't never that. So I was confused and I was really like, what's going on? Like, his password not working. So I'm over here trying to wake him up or whatever, and in the midst of me trying to wake him up, y'all, I kid you not, the phone rang again. So I answered it because the number wasn't even saved, y'all. So I answered the phone and I'm like, hello, and I could hear his 50 voice, and he like, what's up, sis? And I'm like, what's up, 50? Like, you know, what's good? He was like, oh, nothing, I was just seeing if y'all was still coming. I know Ed said y'all was coming over here around 5. And I was like, coming over there for what? He was like, oh, I had made this new this little fruity pebble dessert or whatever, and I wanted y'all to try it. Mind y'all, he told me, Ed said he was going to get his hair retwisted around 5. He didn't say nothing about going to no 50 house. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I didn't even, like, y'all, I promise you, I didn't even like trip out. I didn't crash out or nothing. I just asked him, like, I woke him up. I was like, you know, you missed your appointment like 30 minutes ago or whatever. It's like 5:30. He was like, dang, for real? I was like, yeah, but I called the hairstylist or whatever, and I told her that you was gonna be a little late because you was asleep. And she was like, you didn't have no appointment set today. And he was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, my auntie retwisted my hair because I was trying to get in with Macy, and she was booked up, so I had called my auntie. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, because this auntie retwist too. So I'm like, I'm not thinking none of it. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So he goes, he leaves the house, he get dressed, he leaves, whatever. And I waited about like 20-30 minutes, and I was like, I'm hungry, and I know we ain't eat before we went to sleep. So I'm thinking in my head, like, you know, I'm gonna go get us something to eat. I'm gonna take it to his auntie house and call it a day, whatever, right? Mind y'all, it's been like 20 minutes, so by the time I actually got dressed, I had ordered a pizza, went and got it and everything. By the time I made it to his auntie house, it was like 40 minutes later. So when I got there and I didn't see his car, I called him. And I'm like, hey, I'm at your auntie house. I had brought some pizza or whatever because I know we didn't eat. And he was like, oh, that was nice to you. I just left and went to the gas station. I'm gonna be on my way back now. You can stay there. So y'all, it literally took him like 2 minutes to get to his auntie house. So, oh, y'all, was so stupid. He ended up getting there, and like, I'm thinking he lying, but he actually, like, his auntie actually started retwisting his hair for real. I was like, I ate. I talked to him and his auntie for a good little minute. Talked to them for about an hour. And I was like, y'all, I'm finna go home. I'm gonna head out. Y'all, I ended up going back to the house or whatever, waiting on him to come home. And y'all, I kid you not, if I'm lying, I am flying. While I'm at home and I get a call from this girl on Instagram. I follow her, but I don't know her personally. Like, I never seen her in person, never talked to her before or nothing. And mind you, everybody knew that me and Ed was together. Like, everybody knew that. Like, he posted me every single day. So everybody knew who I was and who he was. Like, they knew. I sent her a question mark because I didn't know what she wanted. Like, I never talked to this girl. So, and she was like, can you call me real quick? And I said, about. And she was like, Ed. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, this must be the girl that had, you know, came to his house that night or whatever in the red car. I ended up calling her back and she was like, well, I was calling you about Ed because I think Ed likes men. I was cool with Ed and I was dating him for a little while because he said y'all had broke up, and he ended up texting my homeboy. My homeboy just told me they basically was trying to link up with each other and they didn't, but they was about to. And I'm listening and I'm like, you know, that's all cool and everything, but like, you know, do you have messages? How you know? And she was like, well, I seen the messages. My homeboy showed me the messages, and I didn't want to be the one to say this to you, but he is definitely gay. You should probably start talking to him. I'm not saying that you're lying, but like, you can't show me no messages or nothing. So in the midst of all this going on, y'all, I had to go and get me a salad from Chick-fil-A, y'all, and it's so good. I almost forgot to finish the rest of this video. I need to put some more ranch in here though. Ed ended up coming home, right? So that's the first thing he hear when he walk in the house is me on the phone with the girl. And he like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, man, she talking about you gay. She saying this, and that, third. So she instantly hang up the phone. I called her back. She didn't have the same energy she had when she called me the first time. So she was like, yeah, you be texting him and he said this and he said that. He was like, but what you see? Like, did you see the messages? And she was like, no. He was like, girl, you slow. You trying to make it seem like I'm talking to this boy because I don't want to talk to you no more. So you just mad. And she started going off on him, trying to argue with him. So I say, let me see your phone. Like, let me see the messages, y'all. I go in this boy phone. I'm going through his messages, and mind y'all, the password working. Like, just 3 days ago, it was not working, literally. And just so happened, like, the messages is like, the boy texts Ed trying to buy some gas from him, and he wanted to meet him at his house, but Ed was like, no, meet me in a public place or I'm not coming. And basically, that's how the conversation went. He didn't go because, yeah, the messages was literally what he said, like, literally what Ed said it was. He was trying to buy gas. I didn't even say nothing about it. I was just over cheating at this point because it was like he cheating again and I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Months and months go by and we were just sitting at the house chilling, and I was a homebody. I didn't really go out with no friends or nothing. This one particular night, he was like, he was gonna go out. He was about to go with the boys or whatever, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go with my homegirl and go sit at the house and smoking kick it with her or whatever. So while I was out, he was texting me, like checking on me, like what you doing, when you going home, you know, like text me when you leave so I know you made it home, all type of stuff, like, you know, just really just checking in on me and stuff. That's what I thought. And it's been about an hour or two later, and by this point Ed had stopped texting me. So I was like, I'm getting tired, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm calling him to see like if he at home because I'm ready to lay down, right? He not answering the phone. I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm on my way home. Are you good? Are you okay? He not answering the phone. So I'm like, I know this boy didn't fall asleep on me. And I told him I wanted to come home to my man, right? So y'all ended up getting to the house and he wasn't there. Like, his car was there, but he was not there. I'm calling him like, where are you? Like, what are you doing? And y'all, I swear I'm not lying. I'm in my driving, like I'm in the driveway, like parked by his car, and he not in the house. So I get a call. I look down at my phone. Y'all, guess who was calling my phone? Y'all, 50 was calling me. When 50 called me, I'm like, you know, it's late at night. You know, maybe something happened to Ed and I'm thinking it's something serious. So I answer the phone and all I hear is 50. At first I didn't hear nothing actually. But then after a while I heard 50. I'm like, that sounded like 50, but it was like faint. Like he wasn't on the phone. Like his phone was like sitting down somewhere. But I'm listening and I'm like, what is he saying? So y'all, I kid y'all not, 50 was mumbling words. Like I could hear it, but it was like I couldn't really hear it. So I'm just listening and I'm like, what is he saying? That's when it got louder and I could hear him. Like I could hear what was going on. Like he was being sexual. Like you could hear him mumbling sexual stuff, right? So I'm in my head like, he ain't called me recently. So ain't no way this boy just butt down me. Like ain't no way 50 just butt down me out the blue. So I'm thinking the worst. This is when I started getting getting upset. My heart started beating real fast. I'm like, okay, this ain't true. This ain't real. Like, this ain't real. I'm starting to think about all the gay accusations and rumors and stuff. I'm like, no, he didn't just call me. No, he didn't. Like, I know my man not over there. My man is not over there. My man is not over there. This is not dead. Like, this is like, my heart beating fast, y'all. I'm just like, it's racing. Like, I'm like, okay, this is not gonna be that. This is not, please don't let this be that. Like, this girl just told me he was gay. And I believed him when he said he wasn't. Like, this is not that. Like, please don't let this be that. Like anything but that. So yeah, I kid you not. I kid y'all not. I sat on the phone. I said, if I hear this boy voice, I'm going to crash out. I said, if I hear Ed in the background, I'm about to crash out. It was like I could hear somebody, but I couldn't make out who it was. I'm not lying. Oh my God. Y'all, why I call Ed off my other phone? And if I'm lying, I'm flying, y'all. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Why did I hear Ed's phone ringing while I was on the phone with 50? What made matters even worse was he didn't even answer. Like, I could hear the pause. When his phone rang, when I called, I heard the pause. And then it kept going. And the phone call went to voicemail. I was so mad, I just started driving. I was on my way to 50 house. The whole time I'm already knowing like he over there because he left his car at my house. So yeah, I ended up getting to 50 house. And on the street, like I'm on the street where 50 house at, and it's a long road. Like I could see the car in front of me and they could see me from like miles away. Like, it's a long street. So mind you, it's so late that ain't nobody on the street. So y'all, I kid you not, while I'm driving, I see his car lights. I see 50 car lights. I'm driving towards his house. He's leaving his house, right? I know 50 car. So y'all, why I see Ed head in the passenger seat? I was so furious, y'all. I'm not even lying. When I seen him, I didn't even stop the car. I started pressing on the gas real hard, driving real fast. As soon as I seen him, boom, smacked him. I drove straight into him, hit him head on, like, smacked him. Totaled my whole car out, y'all. Like, totaled my whole car out. I had like one bruise on my thigh, like one burn mark on my thigh, but that was about it. And mind you, I had just got that car like a couple months before that. So I get out the car and I open the door and he leaned over in the seat like something wrong with him. I smacked him. Bah! I said, get up. He woke up, but he still like it didn't hurt. So I popped him again. Bah! He woke up, grabbed my hands like this. He woke up and grabbed my hands, put them together like this. And I was like, nah, let me go. And then that's when 50 got at the driver's seat, and 50 came around the car on the passenger side, and he was like, Naya, please let him go. It's not what you think. And I'm like, what? Like, you think I'm slow? Mind you, I think 50 called me on purpose, actually. Like, I think 50 called me on purpose so I could hear what was going on, so I could leave him so he could be with him. That's just, I mean, that's the first thing I thought about, because I'm like, that's just very odd and ironic that you would call me during this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as 58 came around to the passenger side, I kicked my feet back like a horse. I said, pow! Kicked him in his, yeah. They didn't want to attack me. They didn't want to fight with me or nothing. They were both acting like they were just good citizens and civilians and stuff. Like, he held my arms like this until I literally calmed down, like, for a whole 10 minutes. By this time, the ambulance and police was pulling up. They was trying to see what was going on. I didn't even know this boy had a whole cut on his arm. Like, it was blood gushing all everywhere. Like, it was just gushing. So, yeah, I ended up not talking to him, like, ever I never talked to him again after that until he called me one day. He was like, I just want to talk to you. I just need to explain myself. And I was like, no, like, no, there's nothing for us to talk about. There's nothing you need to explain. I'm good. Like, it's straight. And he was like, no, you need to hear this. And I was like, okay, where you at? I kid y'all not. When I got there, he was standing outside. His arm was still kind of messed up or whatever. He was like, I just want to apologize, tell you my family think that I'm crazy because I still want to be with you and they're upset about it, but I don't care. I still want to be with you and this, that, and the third. And I was like, that's what you came out here to tell me? Your people was mad at me, but you don't care? I don't care what your people think, for one. I'm not dating them, but it was just a simple fact that he was doing a lot of stuff to me before this, and I was never I was never a crash out before this situation. So this was my first time being a crash out. So to me, I was just like over it. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this lifestyle. I don't like nothing about this. Like, this whole situation made me like do stuff I never did before, and I don't like that. He told me I wasn't leaving him and I wasn't gonna go nowhere. Do y'all not know it took everything in me to like not crash out right then? So I was like, can you please get out of my car? We can talk later if that's what you want to do, but I don't want to talk right now. Like, I'm good. But he eventually got out the car, but by that time I was mad. So when he got out the car, I hurry up. He walked in the front of the car. I said, boom. I tried to speed off and try not to hit him, but like scare him, and I ended up hitting him. So yeah, I ended up bruising his leg. It wasn't broke, but it was fractured. I fractured his leg, and he ended up having to go to the hospital again because he just had to go for his arm. It's not funny. It's not funny. But y'all had fractured his leg like bad. He was in a cast and everything. He was in a wheelchair. His people was like, you can never talk to her again. And the sad part is he was still trying to talk to me. Mind y'all, I never did tell nobody how I wrecked my car. I never told nobody I even wrecked it until like literally a year later. I never told nobody nothing like that he was gay or nothing. He never told nobody I had messed his leg up or nothing. Like, we just separated and we just let each other alone. Like, that was literally the end of that. Like, I never talked to him again. He never talked to me again. And that was just that. But y'all, that was so crazy because what the heck. But I got more story times for y'all. I got so much more stuff to tell y'all, some juicy stuff. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure y'all turn that bell notification on too, because if you don't, yeah. Now I'm not gonna fight y'all or nothing. I ain't no crash out for real, for real. I'm not like that for real. I'm sweet and innocent. You can tell, right? I eat salad and everything. But y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all tune in to the next couple videos, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later.